I got a situation here. I've been talking to this girl for like 2 years, and it turns out I got her pregnant. After that all happened, the word got around, and somehow it turns out that she's my first cousin. Any advice would help, and thank you so much.
Wow, dang, brother, that's ooh, that's you're gonna be raising a dang lizard, homie. You can't.
It was just like, man, I gotta stop like taking shit like that for granted.
I mean, I filmed episodes. We did an episode about assassins that was just a couple of miles from my home in LA. And I interviewed an assassin, a guy who's paid to kill, just a couple of miles in LA, an undisclosed location, but in LA, not far from my house. It's insane. And so we met, and so we get there. It's at night, undisclosed place, but very close to my home. And he's waiting outside the car. And the moment I get there, you could see he's like jittery and nervous and not happy. And he was there because his friend asked for this favor. And in his case, sometimes it's easier for me to sort of have that human connection and try to talk about how I want to understand what they do. His case, he was just not. He was like, okay, here are the ground rules. And he said immediately, see this? First thing, he pulled out his gun. He said, showed me his gun. He's like, if this is a fucking setup, if the police shows up, I'm going to point this, I'm going to shoot you, all of you. You and your team are all dead. It's like, okay. And so the rest of the interview was me being super afraid that what if police shows up? Not because I'm there, but what if a car just drives by? And he's
what if some chubby cop's hiding from his shift over here right off the edge of this DSW shoes or something? Yeah.
Exactly. So I was God. Scared. I was so scared. And I think it was the shortest interview we've ever done. I think it lasts like 15, 20 minutes. But also because, there's the initial questions is, what do you do? How often have you done it? Why do you do it? How do you live with yourself doing this kind of thing? The accountability questions, I always ask them. But the part that he didn't like, it wasn't actually like, do you know that you're doing harm to people? This is what you're doing is horrible. Like, do you feel guilty about this? The questions he didn't actually like was when I started asking him, he says, I only kill men, no women and children. And I asked him, but do you have children? And basically, obviously I was trying to get to the point that even if the child isn't killed, their dad is killed. Right. That's horrible and traumatic.
He's already better than Netanyahu, no?
He was like, don't ask me questions about my children. You're trying to get all soft on me. He was like, his macho persona was getting, he didn't like that.
He didn't like talking about his children?
No.
Because it probably made things very personal for him, maybe?
Yeah. I think part of his persona being a hitman is that he, you can't show emotion.
Right.
And so I was threatening to him in the sense that I was trying to get emotion out of him. And he was not okay with it. And he said, is this over? And then we left.
What we call John Stings. And we put ads online. Backpage doesn't exist anymore, but we put them on that. So we'd all put our ads up. And then, you put on at 8:30, your phone's ringing. It's crazy. 8:30 in the morning, they're already starting to call. And we'd set up our dates for the day. Like we'd have a hotel room. And we'd be waiting in the hotel room, and we'd have dates set up every half an hour to show up.
And were y'all hiding under the bed?
No, it's hiding under the bed. I would have to open the door, and there'd be like guys like in the bathroom, officers in the bathroom behind the wall. So my trick was, I was at like 45, 46 when I was doing it. In my ad, I'm supposed to be 34. I didn't fucking look 34, but I'd open the door, I'd have like my hair.
You would be the girl?
Oh, I was a prostitute, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Were y'all
So I'd have to talk to them on the phone.
What, were y'all understaffed or something? They just shouldn't have you, also the detective.
Well, no, you have to have, you're the one establishing probable cause. So if someone else is doing it and then you have to like go testify in court, well, you're not the one that had the interaction with them. So what we do, we put our ad online. You'd put your photos and some stupid saying like, what you're offering and how much it costs. So and of course it's acronyms for everything. That's what I didn't know anything about this before I started, about GFE, which is girlfriend experience, just means he'll kiss you. Full service means like sex and a blowjob. And then there's like Russian and Greek, and there's all these stupid acronyms for everything else. And they thought they were being clever by saying, oh, I want GFE. So they're not asking for sex.
Oh, I see.
So by them saying, I want GFE or I want Russian or I want this, they think they're being clever, except you can say like, well, based on my training experience, I know Russian means titty job, like, or whatever. And then so they call you on the phone.
A titty job.
Yeah, that's a Russian, by the way. I didn't know that.
I'll take it. I mean, whatever they're getting, it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's okay.
So you'd basically talk to them on the phone. They'd call you. And some of them are real nervous, obviously. You could tell the long timers, they got right to business. And some of them want to flirt with you on the phone or whatever. Can you send pictures of your eyes or your feet? The foot fetish guys are out there big time. And then you're like, the more you do it, I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, do you want to come? You were showing up or not? So you'd basically make the arrangement. So once they showed up, you already had probable cause. They always already agreed to pay you for sex before they ever showed up. So then by them showing up at the hotel, they're like basically completing the entire, the elements of the crime. They showed up. They already agreed to pay you for such and such. So then you can arrest them.
Right when they get there, really.
Yeah.
One of your fears, like what's a fear you have of AI? Like if you have like a fearful space that it could go, like I know you mentioned it a little bit.
This morning, I was testing our new model, and I got emailed a question that I didn't quite understand. And I put it in the model, this GPT-5, and it answered it perfectly. And I really kind of sat back in my chair, and I was just like, oh man, here it is moment. There's a lot of people that talk to ChatGPT all day long. There are these sort of new AI companions that people talk to like they would a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And we were talking earlier about how it's probably not been good for kids to like grow up like on the dopamine hit of scrolling,
Yeah,
TikTok
for sure.
or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think that how do you keep like AI from having that same effect, like that negative effect that social media really has had?
I'm scared of that. I don't have an answer yet. I don't think we know quite the ways in which it's going to have those negative impacts. But I feel for sure it's going to have some, and I hope we can learn to mitigate it quickly.
Can they pull up pornography and stuff like that too, or no?
Sure.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
I brought you a present today.
Did you really?
Yeah. I always like to share new products that I find useful in my life, and this is a dick laser.
Oh, damn.
What it is it's like a laser pointer that is a dick that projects dicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if anyone's running their mouth too much in here, look at your shoe. Look what I put on your shoe right there.
Whoa, that's cool. That's pure cock, huh?
It's pure cock. There's some variable settings on there too, I think, where you can kind of change what nasty stuff you put. That's the PG end right there. That's just your light. The other end is where you get the dick right there.
Oh. So this is where you find a suspect like that.
Yeah, and then the other one's where you embarrass him.
Wow, dude, thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think you could use that. Anytime anyone's talking too much in here, you just throw one of those across their forehead and it'll shut them up fast.
Oh, you know who I saw yesterday, speaking of social media? The Rizzler. You ever seen this kid?
Oh, I've seen the Rizzler, yeah.
Dude, I met him in person. Yes. I'm having dinner, right? I was having dinner. I look over and it's a kid. And you don't want to look for too long because it's like, it's just not something you do, and look at him.
Look at him, dude. Oh, and you got a pic with him too. I love it, man.
Bro, I was so excited. And I don't know, but it's kind of weird because you don't want to be like, I'm talking to a kid or whatever. And then, but definitely, dude, I'll say this.
Wait, where were you guys at? Is that Craig's?
I went to Craig's
The
dinner.
Rizzler's just hanging out at Craig's, huh?
Bro, it blew my mind. There was like some guy in there who like had like overdosed on age or something, like some super old guy who's like, I'm a producer, He's like, I produced the Mayflower or whatever. I was like, that was a fucking boat. That was a boat in the 1800s. But yeah, anyway, this is the coolest thing that ever happened. So I was so excited. And not to snitch on him or whatever. First of all, he had 2 Pepsis or whatever past 8 p.m., which I think
is that's late. The bedtime stories won't work anymore. You'll be up all night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little late. And some people say his grades have been suffering. And I'm like, well,
I think he's evolved past grades, right? He's never going to have to learn anything. He's just going to be able to do whatever.
She's only 25. She's in Colombia. January 7th of this year, how she hit me with a pot of fettuccine noodles that I was boiling. I'm frying some chicken parmesan, making the fettuccine noodles and making the vegetables. And then when I was moving out of the kitchen, she began looking at the stuff on the stove. And I was hoping that she did not grab the chicken parmesan with the vegetable oil in it.
Oof.
And instead, she grabbed the pot with my fettuccine. And I said to her, don't do it. If you do it, you're going to go to jail. And then she picked it up. And as I turned to run, I felt it hit me.
Ooh.
And when it hit me, I ran out of my door. And I was screaming, you really burnt me. And then my dog, Snowy started trying to attack her then.
How did that feel when that first hit you, man? When that chini hit you, bro?
It stung. It stung something fierce. I screamed, this shit stings. And I ran out my door and I said to her, you burnt me.
There you are right now. And that's it. Damn, look at this shit here. You look like a model in one of those like fashion shows or something.
And what my friend said to me was,
this is like some BCBRG Max Azaria, bro. You look like a damn blackstronaut, bro. They got you fucking looking like you going to space right there.
I'll show you my wife's penis if you want. I mean, she wouldn't care.
You're crazy, really?
Yeah, she wouldn't care.
Oh, dude, maybe just do a drawing of it for me.
Okay, all right.
You think? All right, just show it. I'll kind of go like this a little.
All right. I won't show it on camera just because.
No, just show it to me. I don't want to see all of it at once.
Oh,
though.
yeah. I can't show it all on camera because she's a lady. She wouldn't care for that. No lady wants their penis shown completely on camera.
Oh, for sure. Dude, I don't even want to fucking look at it.
I won't show it to you if you don't want to look at it.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Let me see here. Hold on. You can. I won't just hit you with it.
Yeah, this don't surprise you. Don't be like.
Let me find an acceptable photo that she would be proud of. Okay. No, she wouldn't like that.
No,
that's a
that's fine.
video. I'll find one for you.
Yeah, take your time. I'm going to think about something else for just a minute.
All right. You want to see?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, brother. What the heck? Oh, my God, Jim. Your wife has that?
That's my lady. That's my best gal.
Wow. That is